Good morning. So let's continue with today's topic. Okay, last day, like on the in our last session, we discussed about constructor, right? In fact, the last topic it was what is the difference between static variable and instance variable, correct? That topic we have discussed. Today I will be starting with very interesting topic and which is very common in all the programming languages, which is all about control flow statement. So in Java, what exactly we are learning? Okay. So when it comes to control flow, remember there are three important types which we'll be learning. First is all about conditional statement. So conditional statement again it is important because based on that we can test certain condition. And this topic also will be using in automation. Then somewhere it is important to talk about loop because multiple time we might able to iterate our you know programs. Somewhere what happens, suppose there is a file and you just wanted to read some information from the file, that is also possible. Okay, so example, if file contain total 100 data and I just wanted to read each and every line of that particular file, so instead of manually writing the logic, what we can do, we can use a loop and we can read directly information from that file. So loop is used for multiple time iteration. Plus in Java, there are few important statement which is called branching statement. So branching or it is also called a jumping statement. Okay. So these are very special like break. Okay. Meaning of break keyword that we'll be learning. Return, which we have already seen. Like whenever you wanted to return anything from the method, we use return keyword. And there is a one more, continue. Okay, so we'll be understanding what exactly continue means and where exactly we can use this keyword. When it comes to conditional, everyone, topic is very simple. You just need to remember the syntaxes. Okay, so there are actually different statements we'll be learning. What if you just wanted to test only one single condition? Let me admit the participant. Yes, if you just wanted to test only one single condition, then we'll be using simple if. So very first I will be talking about what is simple if. Somewhere what we can do, we can test true and false both the condition. In that case, you need to understand if and else both. Correct? Now there is a possibility you might able to execute multiple conditions at a time. And again, there are different types. Okay, so we'll be learning like nested if, correct? So I will just write first ladder if. Then we'll be talking about what does mean by nested if. And last point in the switch, that is conditional statement, that is a switch case. So all these statements will be learning, right? Because all these statements are important to know. And this is most common topic. So in automation also, whenever you wanted to validate any certain condition for your application, you can write this conditional statement. In loop, we'll be learning four types of loop in Java. Okay. So very common loop, for loop, right? We'll be talking about while loop. Then we'll be talking about do while loop, which is very rare in automation, but still it is important to know what is do while loop. And guys, whenever you work with collection of data, like in automation, we will be working on collection of objects. At that time, for each loop will help you a lot. Okay. So we'll be talking about for each loop, which is called an advanced for loop, right? So these are the topics which we'll be learning in our training flow. So what we are going to do, let's start today with the conditional statement, right? So conditional means that will help you to, test certain condition. But how to remember which statement or which conditional statement you can use for which particular topic? Let me tell you. When it comes to simple if, remember simple if will only test one single true condition, right? So let's say I'm having a drop down and I'm just looking for what location, let's say city drop down is there. And I just wanted to look for Pune city, right? So I'm just looking for Pune. So that is what one single condition. If drop down contains Pune, just, get the message that, okay, test pass or whatever required input it is that we found. So only one condition whenever you wanted to validate, you can use simple if, right? But suppose you are not sure, is it that particular element available or not? In that case, you can write your if else logic. Means if true, then you should get the pass result. If it is not there, you should get a fail result. So that is called if else statement. So if else statement can validate absolutely true and false both the condition. Now guys, for multiple condition, we have three important statement. One is ladder if, next one is nested if, and switch case. Actually, these three, when you can apply, only whenever you are validating multiple conditions. So this is a shortcut to remember. Okay. So you wanted to test only one condition. Yeah, you can go with true condition. And if it is true, then you are expecting something. Absolutely one if statement is enough. Okay. But you are validating true false. Then if else is enough. But whenever you are not sure, and it might be multiple cases, right? Multiple scenarios, multiple conditions. In that case, we can go with ladder if, nested if, or switch case. This is the simple shortcut available for conditional statement. Now, how exactly we'll be learning it? See, for every statement, we have a specific syntax to understand. So let's start today's topic with first statement, which is a simple if. Okay? Now, please focus. What I'm going to do at this moment, I will be testing certain amount. Okay. So simple if means, first of all, what is the syntax? Syntax is very simple. You will be just writing if, and here you need to put the condition, whatever condition it is. If that condition is true, then only this true block or true statement, whatever you write within this curly bracket, okay, that will run. Guys, whenever you write this part in your program, you can just read it as a if block. How to read? Just you can call it as if block. So within a class, we can declare our blocks also, methods also, data also, right? So currently I just wanted to accept some amount, and suppose I'm validating that amount. Okay. You can make code dynamic also. Now you know scanner class. So if you wanted to read any input from the user, and based on that, if you wanted to print any result, you can print the same. Current scenario is, suppose I'm having some amount. Okay. Amount is I'm having, let's say 10,000. And I will be just validating whether amount is less than 50,000. If less than 50,000, then only answer should be true, right? In that case, how we can test this condition? So whatever input it is, you can take amount, let's say you can take age. Age is what? 23, suppose. And I just wanted to validate whether this person is valid for voting or not, right? In that case, we can take a real time scenario. Like we can put the condition if age is greater than equal to 18, absolutely, that person is valid person, right? Person can vote. Simple. So this is what I put certain condition. So whatever your scenario it is, based on that you can put the condition. Example, I wanted to check amount which will be less than 50,000. Then I will write if yes, amount less than 50,000. That's it. Then I should get a true result. Something like that. So only to validate one single condition, we can use simple if. Okay, please have a look. So practically how exactly we are covering. So very first guys, again, this is a week 3. And under week 3, now I will be explaining to you first all the control flow statement. So I will create a new package. Focus. Suppose this package is a part of week 3 only. Then you have to write in the same manner, com dot, first of all, week 3. So it will take a same package. Okay. But inside week 3, I will create control flow statement. Okay. See, right? So at this moment, if I click on finish, so this will under week 3 only. And here I will create that particular class. So just have a look. My first class to understand simple if. What is simple if and how exactly we can use it. Let me take a main function. Now focus. If I take any scenario, let's validate age. Okay. That is a real time scenario. So guys, suppose I'm declaring some age. Age is, again, I'm taking same example, 23. And then I will put the condition if age is greater than equal to 18. Absolutely, I will write that person age is valid age, right? So I will say valid age. That's it. So this is what simple logic. Now absolutely your age is 23. If you run this code, you will see the result. Now please have a look one more thing. Suppose I'm writing here few statements. Okay. To understand the flow. Program starts. Okay. Done. And guys, similar statement I will put at the last. Okay. After statement. Program ends. So what will be the output of this code? Very first, program starts. Then it will declare a variable with 23. Then it will compare. 23 is really greater than 18. True. And once it is true, it will come inside. And you will get a message valid age. And then you will get a message program ends. So at this moment, if I run this code, see the result. What I'm having? I'm having all three statements as it is. Okay. Now let's make this code dynamic. Currently, I'm just writing that variable and I'm just passing here hard code value. Let's accept input from the user and then validate. So it will make dynamic code. So better I will do what? I will declare scanner, sc new scanner. And inside the scanner, I will pass system.in. Correct? I will accept data from the user. So let me pass a message to the user. Enter your age. Okay. And then user will enter the age. So better I will do what now? First of all, let me import scanner from java.ut. And then instead of declaring that age with some number, I will just write sc dot. The method is absolutely next integer where we can read a age as an integer number and then I will declare as a age. Correct? So what is the difference? I'm just trying to read that input. Same input I will store into variable whose name is age. And again, we are validating the same. Please have a look how this code will run. So if I start execution again, now program starts. It is asking me enter your age. Suppose I'm writing again 22. At this moment, yes, 22 is also valid. So I'm getting the result valid age and program ends. But guys, in this case, if I put wrong age, in that case, suppose enter your age and I'm just writing 16. In that case, absolutely, I'm just getting result program ends. Means whenever condition is false, it will never come inside the block. Correct? It will just come outside the block. So remember, whatever it is written in the curly bracket, it will only run whenever your if condition is true. So whenever you wanted to match only one single true condition, then we use simple if. Correct? So to match true condition, okay, true condition. That condition can be anything. We use simple if. Remember, we use simple if statement. And just have a look. So here first is a simple if, where you will just put your condition, whatever condition it is, if it is true, then only it will come, control will come inside and you will see the result. See the examples. Okay. Suppose here the number is test is equal to 5 and we are testing. If test is less than 10, then only it will true. So absolutely 5 is less than 10 at this moment. So condition true. Then control come inside and you will see that result. But suppose now test is 5 and I have put the condition 5 is greater than 10, which is false condition. Whenever this condition is false, it will never come inside. Control will directly come outside that particular block. So this is called simple if. Whenever your condition will true, only at that time, simple if will be executed. Correct? But suppose now what if customer or any user enter wrong age, now we want meaningful message that okay you are an invalid person. There I can follow if else statement. Correct? So just have a look different examples for under if else. Example, I'm writing new class. Let's write if else demo, right? And I will be taking main function. Let's write the same logic. We will read input directly from the user. Example, scanner, sc, new, again, scanner. And in the constructor, I'm writing system.in, which is the input stream. Remember. And let me import scanner from java.util. Correct? Now at this moment, I will put a message to the user. Let's say, enter your age. Okay, enter your age. Okay, let's accept that input first. So integer age, you can declare and just take a method sc dot next int. Okay, then guys, I will compare that age. If age is again same syntax, I mean condition remains same, age is greater than equal to 18, then I will say age is valid. Correct? So I will just put valid message. But if it is not, in that case, I want else statement. So else block will be executed only whenever your condition is false. So at this moment, I'm just writing here a message invalid. Correct? Now just have a look. If you run this code, what exactly output it is. So now it is completely dynamic. Suppose I'm writing age, let me write 15. Absolutely what will happen? 15 will be stored into age variable and it will compare. 15 is greater than 18? No. It is equal to 18? No. So it will directly come inside the else block. And whatever statement you have written, you will see in the result. So I'm getting invalid. Correct? But suppose age is valid, then definitely you will get the valid result. See, I'm writing here 32. Then I'm getting what? Valid. Correct? Because that age now it is greater than 18. So there are multiple scenarios. This is one example which I have shown you, like we are reading or we are validating the age. Let me comment. Okay. Let me comment this entire code. I'll do one thing. Another scenario, let's understand. So here, let's now just have a look. Let's accept a number. Okay. So I'm asking user enter a number. Now guys, what is this scenario? So actually, I wanted to validate, okay, is number even, okay, or number is odd. How you will test it whether number is even and odd? There is a simple, formula that if any number get completely divisible by 2, then that number we can call even number. If number is not divisible by 2, then we can call it as odd number. Now the point is completely divisible by 2 means what? See, here comes the operator part. Okay. Let's say I'm trying to divide 10 divided by 2. Okay. So actual division is like this. 2 5s are 10 and absolutely I will be getting 0. 5 will be quotient, right? 0 will be remainder. What happen when you write division operator? Division operator always return you quotient part. Means answer I'm getting 5. Correct? But when I say 10 mod 2, it is equal to what? Absolutely mod means it is always return you the remainder part. So absolutely mod answer means 0. Whenever technically any number get divisible by 2 completely means your remainder should be 0. Correct? Means how I can validate number is even? If that number it is completely divisible by 2, means if that output is 0, then only that number is a even number. Correct? This is simple logic. So if any number is completely divisible by 2, then only I can say that number is even. And then this is the condition which I will be writing in my code. So very first, let's accept number only. Okay, I will write sc dot next int, and here I will read that number and let me store. This is the number. Now this number I will add in my condition. If number is completely divisible by 2 and if its result 0 means equal to 0 means left hand side result if it is 0 and that 0 matches with this current 0, then only I'll say number is even. Correct? So I can write here number is even. But if not, then absolutely I just wanted to write number is odd. Correct? So here I can put that condition number is odd. Great, everyone. So this is our if else statement. Now please have a look. If I execute the statement, I mean this code, enter a number, let me write 10 again and see this number is even. Okay, I have to change the message is number is even. Okay, but guys, which number is even? I want that number to be print directly. I don't want this message like number in the form of string. I don't want. Then better approach is what? Keep that number outside and just write number is even, correct? And then whatever number it is. So number plus number is odd. So at this moment, how the code will run? See, initially it was just a message. Whatever number now I will write. Example, I'm writing number is 25. And if I enter, so I'm just getting actual result is 25 is a odd number. Easy. So any customization you can do. Okay, how exactly you wanted to print your result. Based on that, you can change the logic. So currently, it will just read any input and it will check whether that number is even or whether that number is odd. So are you understanding the topic? How to write a program under if else statement? And I will do one more thing. So these assignments I have already given. Now let me write something more. Assignment, suppose already some more assignments in between we have taken, but let me do one thing. I will write here assignment number 4, and this is based on conditional statement. Okay. So please have a look what is the assignment. So guys, you can try all these programs. Okay. So write a Java code. Okay. To read input from user. Okay. Accept two numbers and test it is positive positive or negative, correct? So it's very simple, positive or negative number you just need to validate. Second, you can write, so accept, okay, let's say two numbers and test greater among, among two numbers, right? So I just wanted to accept two numbers and I will be identifying which one is greater, okay, out of two. Then, okay, positive, negative, we can test and we can write a greater number among two, right? Then there is a one more logic that we can try again, accept three number, okay, three numbers and identify and test again greater, right? Greater among, I will say three numbers, right? So basic code, but this you can try. Okay, fine. So at this moment, what exactly we have discussed? If else statement. So if your condition is true, then only it will come inside and it will execute your block. But if condition false, in that case, it will come to else block. And whatever logic it is written, it is in else, only that logic will be executed. But this is again only for true and false condition. Like what if my condition is true and what if my condition is false? But now comes the main part. I just wanted to validate multiple condition. In that case, how exactly you will be testing? Now, when it comes to multiple condition, we can test many things. Like see, first we'll be talking about ladder if else statement, if else if statement, which is also called as ladder if. Because here we are testing multiple conditions one by one. Example C. This is the syntax, okay? If condition 1, if condition 1 is true, then only this true block will run. But if not, we can test another condition. If my condition 2 matches, then only I will execute that second block. If this is also not true, then it will come to else again and it will continue your journey. So it depends how many conditions you wanted to test. Based on that, you will see the result. Now, what scenario we can take here? You can take any scenario, okay? Again, suppose you wanted to accept the input from the user, right? And suppose you wanted to test whether that input is, let's say, character, whether that input is any kind of number, or whether that input is any kind of special character. You can test anything, right? Chalo, let's simplify it. You know the vowel concept, right? So we can read input from the user, like any character user enter, and that character we can validate. whether it is vowel or not. Means we have total 5 vowels, correct? A very simple logic. We have total 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. So whatever input I will read, means I will ask a user enter character. So user will enter that character. Okay. So whenever, suppose user has entered what, let's say Z. And at that moment, we need to compare whether Z is matching with A, whether Z is matching with E, I, O, U. If it is matching, then absolutely that is vowel. Z is not matching, so you should get a result character entered, which is not a vowel. So it's a very simple logic, right? Either you can validate 3 numbers, again same, multiple conditions you are validating. You can write ladder if statement. So guys, how we can write this vowel basic code? Because based on the same, I will be talking about the real time scenario. Okay. But before that, let's understand basic example. So when it comes to ladder if, let me create third scenario. I mean third important statement. I will be writing ladder if demo. Means continuously one by one we can validate our condition. And let's see. Again I will make a code dynamic. So better accept scanner, declare scanner constructor, right? And here I will read a input system.in input stream. And let's import scanner class from java.ut. Okay, now please have a look. I'm asking user enter a character. Now guys, you know that in the last session we discussed that we don't have a direct method in scanner to read any character. But then what the logic we can write? Whatever character user will enter, we will first read it in the form of string. So it will be like this. And then from the string, we can apply character at method where you can pass index value of this character. Now there is a one character, means index value of this character will be 0. So I will pass a 0 and this method return as character type of data. So this is the flow you need to follow whenever you are testing any character value. So please have a look. I will do what? Sc dot next line, which is the method which will read input in the form of string. Now from this string, if you remember, yesterday we talked about method chaining, builder pattern, the pattern which we follow in Selenium, right? Now, return type of this method is what? Next line method return me what? Guys, string class. Correct? And from the string, I will be using character at. Then can I directly put here dot operator? Can you see? Again from string, I mean next line method whose return type is string, directly from that method, I can call next method, which whatever method you want. So I can call character at. Great. So in one line, I'm using method chaining. I'm using builder pattern, which is already implemented by Java, and I'm able to write my logic. So just take the character which is available at 0th position. Last method is returning you character only. So declare it. Char, let's say this is the ch. Now clear? So this is how method chaining we can use in Java also. Remember, if any method returns you any class object, from the same class, any other method you wanted to use, you can write your logic in a one line itself. Okay? This is what simple method chaining. Okay, Sachin. So this topic, we have discussed yesterday. Means see, generally Sachin, like in automation you have observed that, right? Like how the code is written in, like for Selenium WebDriver. Suppose I wanted to open or maximize the screen, then we write a simple statement something like this, like driver dot manage, correct? Then we write window, then we write okay maximize. So these are what, these are the different method. Technically, what we have learned in Java, any word with round bracket, that is called method. Got it? This is called method. The concept is what? How you can call any another method from one method. So I have just given small demo on that, but let me again explain the same. Just focus because this is important. So I will create a class. Okay. Let's say this is, I'm writing method chaining again. Or you can call this concept as a builder pattern, which is a strong pattern in Selenium. Okay. So just consider what I'm going to do. I will declare here three method. Okay, inside this, let's say public, and let me just write void. Okay, and I will be writing start method, and here I'm writing just, okay, suppose application start. Clear? Now please have a look. Second method I will design. Let me copy paste for a time being and focus. Three methods I'm having. This is run. Okay, so I will be writing application run. Okay, and third, which is the stop method. Three methods I'm having currently. Okay, application stop. Now the point is, let me complete the syntax. If I wanted to call all these three methods, so in Java we have a simple rule: create a object. Correct? So if I come to the main function, what I need to do, I will be creating object first. Method chaining, let's say object is equal to new, method chaining constructor. Great. But at this moment, please have a look. How you can call this method? I can call object dot start only, right? But is it from that start? If I wanted to call any other method, is it possible to call? See, if I put dot operator, no, I'm not getting access. Correct? So why this happen? Because currently start is just a method. If you wanted to design this code in a chain fashion, method has to return. Okay, method has to return current class object. That is the rule. Means from the start, I can't call run, right? In fact, I need to call it manually, like one by one. So I can call run here only. So when you run the code, you will see the result. But how you are calling methods, this is not in the chain fashion. You are calling method one by one. But I wanted to write a method sequence in this manner. Very first start, then I should able to call run, and then from run, I should able to call, let's say, stop method. I want this chain fashion. Currently, it is not possible. Why? Because currently Java says whatever method you have designed, it is just a method, right? So whenever you wanted to create a chain fashion, method has to return current class instance, current class object. Now here comes the main part. How the Selenium developer develop the logic so that you are able to write chain level coding. There is a reason, because they declare a method and they have written the method as a current class object. Means, suppose if I just write here, okay, return. Absolutely, I have to return now. Means I am just trying to do what? I'm trying to convert method in the form of object. Correct? How you will convert it? Just return current class instance or current class object. Means technically to return anything from method, we use return keyword. But at this moment, I'm not returning any data. I want to return current class object. And guys, we learn one more special keyword. This keyword to return current class object. So I will be writing this, return this. Return this means I have to change return type to current class. So this method is capable now to return current class instance. And guys, in rule or as per the Java rule, when you have an object, then only you can call anything from that class. So now my method is converted as an object. So please have a look what will happen here. If I just comment this line, let me comment this line also, and let me show you. At this moment, object is a, okay, obj is a variable, which is my object variable. So because of the current class object, I can access all three methods: start, run, app. Great. Now let me call start method. But I have just now converted start in the form of object. So what I can do, start dot, I can call other method from the same class. Got it? See, I can call run, I can call stop method. But is it possible from run to call any other method? See, run dot, no. Why? Currently run is just a method. When you return that method in the form of object, it is possible. Means see, I will again make here change, return. I will say this return, and I will just update void to current class object. That's it. Now this method also I have converted as object, and that's the reason from run, now I can access any other method. So you can see, I can call stop. Now in a chain fashion, I'm able to call in a one line, I'm able to write a logic and which is calling all three methods. Technically, this is the concept, right? Please have a look. When we run this, what is the output? So I can see all three results are calling. Now in our case, same thing happen. See, now string is a what? String is a class in Java. Okay, let's say. So string is a class in Java. And this class contains multiple methods. Okay, let's say we have character at method. We'll be learning some contains method, right? We have concat method. Many methods we are having. What is happen at this moment? Whenever I put scanner object, and if I just call this method next line method returns you string data. Means return type of this method is what? String. Now, if this method returns me string class object, then from that class, any other method I can directly call. So what I have written, I have just write in this way, right? Just call next line. And then from the next line, when I put dot operator, I can access all the method of string class only. So I'm writing here one more method, character add, and where I'm passing index value. So last method use, which is character add. But return type of character at is what? Not a string. It is just a character. So that character you can declare and you can use this statement, right? So either you can write in two line or you can write in a single line. That is perfectly fine. Okay. So point is clear. How we are writing, how we are calling, right? So you can just have a look. If you are writing in this manner, okay, both will be same. Suppose I'm writing next line first. Okay. And I will declare it. Okay, let's say I'm declaring string data. This is my data, correct? And now I wanted to convert data in the form of character. So you will be writing one more line, correct? Means instead of one line, if you wanted to write this code, then this is the basic code, correct? First I will read as a string, I will declare as a string, then from data I will call character at method, and where I can pass index, and now I can declare this is my character. So instead of writing two line program, what I have shown you, just you can write in one line. Okay. So if any method gives you, okay, same class instance, then from that class, anything you can call. This is the concept of builder pattern or chaining. So either you write in this manner or you write in one line, both are the same. Okay. So at this moment, I will remove this and I will take this one line code. Greater, because it will easy to maintain again that program, correct? So now we are reading character. Let's compare now. Okay, see, if first condition, if this character matches with A, right, then I will say character is what? It is a even, it is a vowel, right? So better guys, I will put the message like a basic message like see is vowel, right? So let's write this is vowel, and let me copy this message. Suppose if it is not match with else, I need to test one more condition. If my character, whether it is matching with E, correct? If it is matching with E, again I will write it is correct. It is vowel, correct? Then I will say one more time. Else, I will put the condition if character, if it is matching with, let's say this time, I, okay? Then only it will vowel. But if it is not match, I will test another condition. If character is equal to what? Okay, A, E, I, O, and U. Correct? We need to apply here O. So I'm just writing O. Then I should get this message. Again, it is vowel. If not, I will compare with what? CH is equal to U. Correct? And here I will put that condition. It is vowel. But if any of these condition not match, then we can put else part. Okay? And here I will just write a message that character is, okay, character is not vowel. Chalo, let's write in this manner. Okay, done. So guys, this is what the simple program where you can read a input and you can test with multiple condition. Agree? Now please have a look. If I run this, first it is asking me enter a character. I will put here I. Now tell me how the code will run. Very first, I will be declared as a CH character. Now it will compare. Okay, it will directly match with I. No, it has to start from the first condition. So why nested if or ladder if it is quite of lengthy? Because it will always check all the conditions. If anything is matched, then only you will get a result. Otherwise, you will not get result. Means you will get a else result. Focus. So it will start with first this condition. I is matching A. No. It will come to else. I is matching with E. No. It will come to else. I is matching with I. Yes, true. Whenever it found the match, it will return you, yes, I is a vowel. Very simple. Suppose I'm writing here, one more time I'm executing, and at this moment I'm writing what? Let's say whether P is a character or not. So, or vowel or not. So, very first, again, it will match what? It will test all the condition, guys. Whether P is matching with A? No. P is matching with E? No. Come to else part. P is matching with I? No. Come to else part. P is matching with O? No. Come to else part. P is matching with U? No. Finally, it will print P is not a vowel. So, there is a like whatever conditions you are writing, it will check all the possible conditions. If any condition match, you will get the result. If no, you will just get that else part. Whatever statement you have written, only that result. So currently I'm getting P is not vowel, right? But this is very general code. Now let me tell you how exactly this concept will be using in automation. Usually what happen, in automation, we'll be testing web application. Every time we are launching browser, and then we can test our application within that browser. But now my question is what? See, what exactly I will be testing? I will ask a user, enter a browser, right? Browser name. Now, browser name can be anything, right? Suppose user has entered Chrome. And we need to test that whatever browser name it is, whether it is matching with Chrome, okay, Microsoft Edge, or let's say Mozilla Firefox. If any browser get matched, your test should run on that particular browser. Means this particular data you need to read from the user, pass it and test the condition. Suppose I'm comparing only three browsers at this moment. What the result I should get? Test, test case, okay, executes or execution started on Chrome. This kind of result I should get. So how we can write this logic? Because here, what is the speciality? We are going to compare two strings. And the point is, guys, generally string is a class in Java which is a non-primitive data type. Whenever you work with integer, let's say character, long, this kind of primitive type. Let's say float, double, right? All these are primitive type. On primitive comparison, you can use operators. What is this? Operators. Means just now we have seen na character ch, whether it is matching with what? Small a. So what we have written here, we have tested condition with operator. You have written previously age is greater than equal to 18. What is this for comparison? You have used operator only. Remember, whenever you work with primitive, we use operator. But string is what? String is a class in Java. Whenever you compare string or whenever you perform any operation on string, operations are only possible with the help of methods. So we don't follow primitives on a string. I mean primitive operators on string. You can't write something like this. Chrome, whether it is matching with Chrome. No. Actually, operator we don't follow. We follow methods. So here I wanted to do exact match. Whatever input user will pass, that input it should match and I should get a result. Correct? So here comes the main part. Whenever two strings you will compare, which method you will use? So please have a look first, this point. And then I will help you with the real-time scenario. So focus. And same code I will be using in automation. But there you will see directly browser will launch and you will able to test your app. Okay. Please have a look. So what I'll do, I'll come to control flow and I will just create a one more class. Okay. So I will just write string or I will say browser provider, better browser provider test. Okay. And just have a look. This is just a Java concept. First of all, I will be covering. But guys, please have a look. As I told you, you need to understand few things about the string. Better, just have a look. So string is class, okay? And for string comparison, okay, string comparison, at this moment, you need to understand for string comparison, we use methods, okay? First method is, there is one very special method which is called equals method. Equals method will do exact match. Remember, exact match. And this is case sensitive, okay? This is case sensitive method. Second method I will be covering, equals ignore case method. What is this method? This will also do exact match, okay? But it is better and it is not a case sensitive. So guys, please make a note. Case sensitive means if your data is in the format of uppercase and you are comparing lowercase, right? So data will mismatch because case sensitive will check that cases also, whether your data is in accurate format. Example C. I'm declaring first a string, okay, string S1, it is equal to hello, right? Now guys, this is the first string, hello. And I will do what? One more string I will compare second string, and here also I'm writing, suppose same hello, right? So better I will write, this is my actual string and this is my expected string. How I can compare? Both are equal or not? See, if I just write actual string dot equals, okay, actual string is equal to expected string. So here it will check, as you can see, this is the equals method. Equals will do exact match. And this is case sensitive method. So if you write equals method, it will just compare entire data plus it will compare uppercase, lowercase format of that string. At this moment, both are same, right? So result of string methods generally you will get in the form of Boolean. At this moment, if strings are equal, definite answer will be what? It is true. So please have a look. If I run this code, I'm just getting result as a 2 because both strings are equal. But suppose my expected string I have written every letter in a small case, right? So if I run this code, see the result. I'm getting this time false. Means equals method will perform exact matching. Correct? Now, instead of equals, suppose I have written actual string equals ignore case with expected. Means I'm comparing my two objects, whether actual string, whether it is equal ignore case with expected string. Now tell me at this moment what will be the result? This method absolutely equals method will give you false result. Correct na? Because one letter, H letter which is in the lower case and actual data it is available in the upper case. But here if you try the same scenario, you will get true result. It will just check the data. Hello, hello. Yes, same. It will just test the data. It will never matches uppercase, lowercase format. So it is a case insensitive method. And that's the reason answer will be for equal ignore case will be true. Means current answer will be false, true. Just have a look. Clear? So technically these two method we use only for string comparison. Whether it is fully matching, uppercase, lowercase, exact match you wanted to do, you can use equals method direct. But suppose case can be anything and you are just comparing data, you can follow equal ignore case method. Please have a look. One more time. If I put same, hello, hello, uppercase, lowercase also same. At this moment, both the result will be true. Equals also match and equal ignore case also match. Just have a look. Okay. Result will be true. Even though I'm changing any uppercase, lowercase format, now the result will be what? Equals will be false, but equal ignore case will be true. Correct? Because you are not changing data. Now see. So result I'm getting false and true. But suppose at this moment, I'm changing here exact string. Actual data is hello, but expected is hello all. In that case, what will happen? Both the strings will not match and you will directly get the result false. Two time false. Just have a look. Clear? So this is called string comparison. How exactly two strings you are able to compare? So normally we compare with the help of, methods. So this is the point, okay? Let me do one thing. I will comment this whole code. So you can refer it. This is for your understanding. In fact, we will be learning separate session on string where I will be discussing multiple methods of string class. Currently just focus on the topic. So what is our main scenario? We are just going to accept the browser from the user. So I will do scanner sc scanner. Okay. And here I'm writing system.in, right? Which is the input string. Let's import scanner from java.util package. Okay. Now I'm going to do what? I will ask a user, let's say, enter browser, okay, name. Absolutely, name means it is in the format of string. So I will put the method. Next line. Correct? Next line method return a string. Great. So I'm writing bname. So bname means this is my browser name. And let's do compare now. So guys, I will just test with first condition. Now guys, exact match if you wanted to do. Uppercase, lowercase, everything should be same. Then follow equals method. But case can be anything. You are not testing case, whatever user is typing, right? Only the name of browser should match. Then you can use equal ignore case method. So I will be using same equal ignore case and I'm just writing here Chrome. Correct? Huh. So the if it is a Chrome, I should get a message. So test is executing on. And here I'm printing that browser. Okay. Now this is customization. Correct? Suppose it is not matching with Chrome, it should test with whether it is matching with then Edge. So if again I will write same condition bname dot equal ignore case with Edge. Correct? Then again I should get the result that test case is executing on that Edge browser, whatever browser it is. Else I will put one more condition. If bname it is equal ignore case with what? Let's say Firefox. Okay. If it is matching to Firefox, I should have a result. I should have a result that text is executing on that particular browser. Clear? Done. And suppose if all three condition not match, then I just wanted to write here, okay, let's say, uh, then browser name is, okay, invalid, something like that. So any else condition also you can add, you can write, correct? Now please have a look. When I run this, so at this moment, it is giving me like, okay, message is coming, enter browser name. Suppose I'm writing age. It will match age condition and you will get a message, test is executing on age. Okay, please have a look. Suppose user has entered all the letters in capital, E, D, G, E, right? Still, guys, we have applied the method equal ignore case. So it will just match the content and case will be ignored. So if you run this code, still you are getting the same message. Test is executing on age. But as soon as you put any wrong input, which is not in your comparison, let's say I'm writing here Opera. Absolutely, Opera is not available, right? So it will just give me invalid browser name, right? So technically, what condition you are testing, based on that, you will able to see the result. So are you clear? Nested, I mean, this is not nested, but ladder if means multiple conditions. How you guys are able to validate. Why it is called ladder if? Because it is a step-by-step execution. If you can see if one condition match, if it is not match, it will come to second condition. If second also not match, it will come to third condition. So this technique is called ladder if technique. Okay. Nested is different, everyone. Nested means what? One if block, you are writing inside another if block. One if statement, I'm writing inside another. I can call this is nested. Clear? So in Java, multiple scenarios or multiple conditions if you want to validate, we can design that logic either using ladder if Correct now? Which is just now we have seen. Either you can follow nested if, or simple solution is switch case. Correct? So three important statements now we are covering. So first I have explained you ladder if, where you can check one by one all of your conditions, right? Now what does mean by nested? Nested means one if block you are writing into another block. But let's understand the scenario to understand this topic. Okay? See, suppose my scenario is what, guys? I will be reading some input from the user, like suppose marks. Consider marks is equal to 80, right? And guys, you have three conditions to validate. Let's say if marks are greater than equal to 90, that student should get A grade. Okay? If marks, but if those marks are greater than 90, then you need to put one more condition. If marks greater than equal to 95 also, then that student should get A plus plus grade. Otherwise, okay, otherwise, student should get B grade. Means if condition match, if marks are greater than 90, you need to test one more condition. It has to greater than 95 also. If yes, then only A plus plus. Otherwise, we can keep A. But if marks are less than 90, then absolutely all the other scenarios, option, I mean, grade should be B. So how this logic you will write? Hmm? Suppose I'm taking marks. I will put first condition. Marks is greater than 90. If it is so, then only you can test now whether marks are greater than 95 also. Means here, if one condition satisfy, I will test another condition also. This is the perfect example for nested pattern. Okay. Now please have a look how I will write it. So question is again very simple, but focus. Suppose I'm creating last code, okay? Nested if demo. Okay, just have a look. Now I will just read a input. So at this moment, let me put hard code data. Integer, I will say integer marks, it is equal to 80. Let me take same scenario. And as per our condition, what was the condition? That if user is having marks, okay, if user is having marks which are, let's say, greater than marks greater than 90 or it is equal to 90, then we should have A grade. Correct? If marks greater than equal to 95, okay, then that user should have a grade which is A plus plus. Correct? Otherwise, otherwise, grade must be B. This is what we are expecting. So let's write our logic. Everyone look at the screen. First, I will compare if marks are greater than equal to 90, right? But if it is greater than equal to 90, I need to check one more thing. Is it greater than equal to 95 also? So if marks are greater than 90, and I will put one more condition, if marks are greater than equal to 95 also, means if initial marks are true, which is greater than 90, we are testing one more condition. Is it marks are greater than 95 also? If so, then I should have a message. I mean, I should have a grade which is A plus plus. So better I will be writing. But suppose marks are greater than 90 and then we are testing marks are greater than 95. And if it is not, then absolutely what should be the grade? Yes. Tell me, what should be the grade? If marks are greater than 90 but not greater than 95. Absolutely A, na? So what I'm writing here? Yes, print A. See, correct. And if marks are less than 90, then absolutely for all the other cases, it should be B grade. Correct, everyone? So basically, this is what the nested pattern example. One condition you are evaluating and you wanted to test based on the true condition if it is matching with any other, right? So again, that depends on the logic. But ladder if, nested if, both we can follow for multiple condition evaluated. At this moment, marks are 80, which is B grade. Let's make this code dynamic, correct? That is better. Scanner, SC, new, scanner. I will read input from the user. Make system class. Okay, S must be capital. Let me import scanner here. Now I will put a message. Okay, enter marks. Okay, now please have a look. So these are the marks, right, which we will be reading. So better I will read it now using method. Next in, correct? Hmm. And now this code is dynamic. Let's see. When you run, it is asking you enter marks. Okay, I'm writing here 98. What will happen? First, it will test marks are greater than 90, true. Then it will come inside. Marks are greater than 95, true. And you will get a grade A++. Clear? So this is called nested pattern. Now please have a look one more time. Suppose I'm writing marks are 90. In this case, what will happen? First condition true. Marks is greater than equal to 90. It is not greater but equal to 90. True. Then it will come inside. It will check. Marks is greater than equal to 95. That condition will fail. And directly, whenever this condition will fail, it will come into else part and it will print, okay, then your grade is A. Correct? So if I come back to console, if I hit enter, see, I'm getting A as a grade. Easy, everyone? So this is called nested pattern. But try to understand difference between ladder if where you are testing this kind of one by one all your conditions. But in nested, one condition satisfy, then we will move to the one more condition. One block inside another block, right? One if block inside another block if you write, then it is called nested pattern. Clear? So we are writing here if block which is inside another if. This is, I can say, nested pattern. Okay. Now tomorrow we will continue with one more statement, that is switch case. And after that we'll start another beautiful topic which is called loop. Okay, so these are the very core concepts from program and this is available in every programming language. Correct? And after this we will move towards our object oriented principle. Correct? So focus, because from that topic we'll be starting directly Selenium part. Okay, great. So do practice. I will be sharing some questions again related to same topic and that also you can try. Okay, fine. I will upload the code and I will share the recording. Please follow the recordings directly through the drive. Okay, I have already uploaded all the recordings and let me quickly update today's code also. This is Java day 10. Okay, so you can see git status, git add everything. Let me just do commit, git commit -m and let me put the message Java day 10 and date. What is the date today? It is 9, right? So 9, I will be writing it is 01 and it is 2025. Okay. Better I will keep this date at the beginning. Array. 9/1/2025. Okay, Java day 10. Fine. And let me push get push -u origin to the master. That's it. So from the branch, you can access all the programs. Okay, that's all for the day. Yeah, please confirm these topics are clear, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, just practice. If you still have any question, any doubt, any other code you wanted to solve, right? Let me know. Okay, fine. Okay, have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Thank
Bye.
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Thank